Okay, well, welcome to De Winton Park today for the big clash between McLeod, the home side, versus West Preston. West Preston looking to win this game so they can, I think they'll be able to consolidate themselves in about 5th spot on the ladder, and McLeod just to keep in touch of the of pushing for finals. Okay, McLeod won 4 in a row, but then copped a heavy defeat last week against a red-hot Montmorency. We're about ready to go. We've got McLeod going to the right of screen, the St. James Road end of the ground. West Preston to the left of screen. There's the bounce the ball, and up, the throw of the ball, and the big men go at it. It comes to ground level, and there's a free kick to West Preston, the Roosters. Roosters going down to the bowling club end. Little chip out here to number 41, who will be Daniel Bezzetto, and he chips it further along to Pierce McChesky. We'll call it Mikecheski. There's 2 of them today, number 9 and number 10. There's Pierce, number 9, and Billy, number 10. We might just call them Pierce and Billy, and we'll all know who we mean. Okay, now McLeod defending beautifully here for O'Brien. He gets a beautiful kick out to the far wing position where it came to Dave Adams. He gets the ball along further, and he's got it up to John Andrew. He puts a big up and under kick up to centre half forward, and there's a mark in defence there to West Preston. They get the ball out wide to one of the Barden brothers. Now we've only got number 5 in Chris Barden playing today. 19's not playing today. Now, McLeod defending well here for O'Brien. He drives the ball up over the centre wing position. There's a safe mark taken there by the experienced O'Brien. Swings on, Melican rather, swings on his left foot, gets the ball up to Lynch, who nearly marked, but he covers at ground level, or his handball doesn't quite hit the mark there. But it's now intercepted by Story. He gets on the left foot, gets the ball up forward, and there is an attempt to mark by Carl Hewitt. He's unable to hang on to the ball, and it's through for a behind. The first point of the day goes on the scoreboard to McLeod, and they go into the lead, leading 1 point to the Roosters. West Preston yet to score. Ring the bell, and it's all over for the day. There's a bit to go yet. McLeod going to attack again. Oh, it comes over the back. Here's a chance for McLeod. The little fella runs around, snaps for goal. It looks very close, but not close enough, and it's through for 1 behind. So McLeod double their score now. They go from 1 point to 2 points. They got the 2-point lead here. It might have been young Bianchin who had that snap for goal. West Preston bring the ball out to the pavilion side, and there's interference there to might have been the little fella Mitcheski, was it? He gets the ball further on with a nice little kick up to Luke Cotchett, number 16. They work the ball from half back. Now drive the ball up over the centre to no one in particular. In the road there was big fella Long coming through. Got the ball to his teammate, who's dispossessed of the ball. All his players going in left, right and centre. And eventually the umpire says there is a free kick to the West Preston Roosters. They'll take the free kick just forward of centre.
No, they've been given a penalty.
And there's been a penalty. I'm not too sure what went on there. Might have been bad language or some illegal interference. Anyway, there's a penalty resulting in a shot for goal by the big fella there. Might have been Smith, was it? Yeah, Damien Smith, big fella number 11. He's popped it through for a goal for West Preston, the first of the day, and they go to the lead, 1 goal to McLeod on 2 points, 2 behinds. Now, McLeod have had a good ruck tandem happening for the last month or so with Walter and Long. Unfortunately, Walter is now unavailable, so Long's pretty much going to have to do the bulk of the ruck work himself. There is a young chap, Hines brought up from the under-19s, who's starting on the bench. And he will wear number 3 today. And he's been carrying the bulk of the ruckwork for the 19s this year, so we may see him offering some support to Long. Okay, from the centre bounce there, the ball comes out to the wing position to Woodhams. He gets a nice handball over to the little fella, well, Damicheski, number 50. He drives up the centre forward, but Presti Giacomo's in the row there and is able to clear easily out to the far wing, the Grove Road side of the ground. They then get the ball up to half forward, where there's a nice mark taken by the McLeod player. Nan Curvis there gets the ball across to his teammate, who drives up over half forward, Grove Road side of the ground. West Preston in first the ball there, but they can't pick the ball up cleanly. It's all wrapped up and the umpire calls for a ball up. Okay, comes down to McLeod players. Some nice handball there, ends up with John Andrew, who shoots for goal. Looks good off the boot. It's going close. Oh, there's a mark close to goal, and it'll be the full forward in Kyle Hewitt. He's judged that beautifully through the air, and that's his strength. This chap, just beautiful judge of the ball in the air, and he's shooting for goal now from a very tight angle, but comes in very confidently. Does a little boomerang kick. And he has put that through for a goal. So McLeod get their first of the day. They go to 1-2-8, leading West Preston 1 straight goal, 6 behinds, 6 points. So it's a 2-point lead to McLeod, still very early stages of the first quarter. Just waiting for the ball to come back, whether it's gone to that property behind the St James Road or stuck in a tree, I'm not sure. Anyway, there's another ball has come from over at the pavilion. I think that might be kept over with the timekeepers. So new ball makes its way to the centre of the ground via the umpire. And here we go, play about to recommence. Long in the ruck. Ball comes down to Jake Williams, the captain of West Preston. He's all wrapped up and we'll go again. Ball comes to ground level. Oh, players in around the ball again. We'll have another ball up here. Okay, this time, well, it's still not getting away at ground level. Oh, Harris got a scrambled kick there for a scrambled handball there for McLeod, but eventually it's come out to Barden for West Preston. He drives up the centre half forward, where the McLeod defenders do very well here, and they chip the ball out to the pavilion side to Damicheski. Oh, he attempts the handball over the head of Presti Giacomo, and Giacomo intercepts and drives it up to full forward. Oh, could have really capitalised on that mistake there, West Preston, but they didn't. McLeod is really under pressure deep into defence here, and eventually the ball is over the line and out of bounds in the forward pocket. Bowling club end of the ground. Notice today Steve Kelly is the runner for McLeod. He's been out for over a year now, recovering from a knee reconstruction. One would think that next year that he may make an attempt to play again. He's a very promising player when he was playing for McLeod.
Very loyal also.
Yep. Okay. Ball's kicked in by McLeod. Oh, it hasn't really hit the target there. It's intercepted by West Preston, and they capitalise there and they pop it through for a goal. It was a goal to, I think it might have been Jake Williams, just waiting for him to turn around and show the number. Is it number 30? Oh, I think it is, yep, number 30. Jake Williams' is goal for West Preston. They get back the lead, they get their second goal of the day. And they go to a 2-1 to 1-2 lead. There's a couple of mistakes, bad mistakes you'd have to say, by McLeod in defence there, which has allowed West Preston to get on top here. Okay. Oh, there's a nice interception there by John Andrew. The umpire's call play on it, but it comes to Bianchin, who's very quick. He gets a handball backward and finds White, and he drives the kick down, but it's intercepted there by Luke McKenna, and he gets the ball up to Barden in the middle of the ground. Umpire's called play on, and then he says that, well, you held without the ball, Barden. It's a free kick to Barden. Chips the ball wide, picks up a teammate right in front of the McDonald scoreboard, drives the ball up to the forward pocket. O'Brien gets a shove in the back there, and the umpires pick that up and says, Daniel O'Brien, you can have a free kick against the big fella, Antonio Rocca. He is a mountain of a man. One would suspect he would spend quite a bit on pasta throughout the week, particularly on Friday nights, to get the energy levels up for a game today. Okay, West Preston going into attack again. They're looking for the big fella, Rocker, but on this occasion, well, the umpire's blown the whistle. I'm not too sure what's happened there, but he's called play on, and McLeod are able to defend the ball beautifully coming out of defence. It comes to Woodhams. He gets a handball across to his teammate, and then it comes over to, may have been Scooter White, and now it ends up in the hands of Ryan Harris. He shoots up to the teeth of goal, or pack of players up there, or Branley at ground level picks it up, kicks it over at his left shoulder. It's a snap for goal. It's going close, but not close enough, and it's through for a behind. So close, but just not close enough. So McLeod go to 1-3, trailing West Preston 2-1. Okay, West Preston bring the ball back into play. They're coming around on the pavilion side where they've started up big Billy Morrison at half back there. He takes off. He gets a sweeping handball to his teammate at half back, who dodges one, dodges two, then drives up over centre. But in the way there is Long, takes a nice mark. Handballs to Woodhams. He gets the ball further along the centre wing to Dave Adams, who delivers a magnificent kick to the hot spot right in front of goal there, and gives McLeod every chance of having a shot for goal. Fella there might have been number 51, perhaps Haps held. Play goes on. West Preston do well here and defend the ball out of the danger zone, out to the Grove Road side of the oval. It was a nice running mark there taken by Barden. Okay, West Preston work the ball up to the centre wing. They don't hit the target there. McLeod in first there. They gather the ball, might have come over to O'Brien. He gets a sweeping handball too long. Then through might have been Bianchin. They get the ball down to half forward. John Andrews in there. Nick Lynch is going in there. Can't get possession of the ball. West Preston's doing very well in defence here. They're working it nicely with plenty of run. And they use the ball beautifully. West Preston get the ball up to half forward. There's a very nice interception by Billy Damaneski, and comes out to Murray. He gets the handball over to Dave Adams, gets it up to half forward, but it's all West Preston in the van here. The big fella, number 41 in Daniel Bozzetto, takes a nice saving mark at half back. But the kick doesn't hit the mark, and McLeod is able to turn things around through Bianchin, who spotted up John Andrew. Now, John Andrews marked 45 metres from goal, just in front of the West Preston coach's box here on the pavilion side of the oval. He's on a rather tight angle, but I'm sure he's had many a shot from this position on training nights. There's no wind to speak of. He comes in, shoots. It's drifting, but drifts right through the behind area, and that behind is McLeod's fourth, maybe fifth for the day. The fourth. They go to 1-10, trailing West Preston on 2-13. And we're 14 minutes into the first quarter. Thanks for the cameraman Terry, who's got the time clock on him today. So that'd be good, Terry, if you can keep me informed of times. Okay, West Preston defending here. They drive the ball down over the outer wing position to half forward. The ball comes to no one in particular. Players in there going in hard, left, right and centre. No one in particular is able to get possession. It's close to the boundary line. Umpire's call for a ball up. Just metres in from the boundary line. Grove Road side of the oval. Okay, look, it's young Hines in doing some ruck work now for McLeod. in for his first game. As we notice that West Preston go into attack, and in the way there was, well, it might have been the young fella they call H in Severs. It was Severs, but anyway, McLeod is able to work the ball to Dave Adams in the centre of the ground. He gets the ball down to full forward where Kyle Ewart gives his opponent a nice shove in the back, and the umpire has no hesitation in giving a free kick to West Preston. They work the ball to half back. Big fella number 51, listed as Ben Peters. I might just check the team sheet today if I can find that. See who is wearing 51. And the team sheet doesn't show anyone. So we'll just go by the NFL record, which says Ben Peters is number 51. Okay, McLeod working the ball out of defence here for O'Brien. He drives the ball on the outer wing over the true wing position up towards half forward, but it's won there beautifully by West Preston. They chip the ball up to half to the true wing position where West Preston players missed what he should have taken. McLeod is able to intercept here through Ryan Harris. He chips the ball down to where Bezzetto leads in the race to the world. He spilt what he should have taken. Kyle Ewart comes in, picks up the crumbs, snaps on his left foot up to in front of goal. And it's all West Preston there, and there's an interference to West Preston. The umpire calls advantage, and they're able to defend to the Grove Road side of the ground very easily. They drive the ball then up to the true wing position where Long was up in front, just couldn't quite hang on to the mark there, and it's over the line and out of bounds. But the umpires ruled there is a free kick, and it may be going to the young fella in Severs, number 30. So Severs right in front of the McDonald's scoreboard. Nice kick by Severs up to the forward pocket where it's all West Preston. They're too strong in the air. They take a nice comfortable mark. Then they decide to switch the play. They kick it right back over to the goal square. Then they come out to Luke McKenna on the pavilion side of the ground. He gets the ball up to Presti Giacomo. Presti Giacomo just takes his time. Eventually gets a man running around the back of him. He's able to handball too. And then they get the ball up to Barden on the wing position. Switch the ball into the centre of the ground to Jake Williams. They're just taking their time. Now Williams back to Barden. Barden fakes the handball. Then he gives a handball to Billy Morrison. Then they run through the centre of the ground. Back to Morrison. He wastes no time. Straight down in the middle of the ground. Oh, it's going... There's some interference here to a McLeod player. Just nudged under the flight of the ball, and it ends up in the hands of Scooter White, number 9. He gets the ball out to his teammate in the back pocket there, who drives the ball up over centre wing. It's a nice mark to Melican there. He handballs over to might have been, it was Dave Adams. He kicks down the full forward, but in the van there was all West Preston. They're able to defend easily, drive the ball up over the centre wing position. Oh, there's West Preston players everywhere here. They've got a loose man running down over the wing position up to half forward, and there's a mark taken there deep on the boundary side, over by the boundary there on the Grove Road side of the ground. They go to play on there, they run around, but the West Preston guy only succeeded in kicking into the man on the mark, and it ricocheted off the McLeod player's hands and over the line and out of bounds. And that was Hines who affected the smother there. Okay, ball back into play. Comes the ground level. It's John Andrew in the van there. And running from defence there was Scooter White, I would suspect. It's driven to half forward, but it's all West Preston. West Preston doing extremely well in defence. Oh, they get the ball to the wing position where Presti Giacomo nudges Murray under the ball. The umpire allows Presti Giacomo the mark. They keep going forward through Barden, number 5. He's in everything at the moment. He gets the ball up forward where there's a nice mark taken by Chris Long, the McLeod ruckman there. Handballs to Scooter White. He runs around on his left foot, spots up John Andrew at halfback, comes off his hands to Andrew Murray. He gets a swooping Andrew out to Severs. From halfback, Severs drives over the centre wing up to half forward. Oh, pack of players up there, and again West Preston take a nice saving mark. They're just dominating in defence with their marking and making it so easy for their little fellas to repel the attacks. They get the ball down over the outer wing position where it's picked up beautifully by number 14 for West Preston. And that was Niall McDougall, or McDowell. We'll just say Niall McDowell, the Irishman. So the Irishman's handball that didn't quite hit the mark, and eventually The ball has been forced over the line and out of bounds. Thrown back into play now. We've got Long in the ruck for McLeod, and we've got Adam McKenzie. McKenzie in the ruck for West Preston. Number 24. We've just reached the time on period of the first quarter. We've got West Preston hanging on to a slender lead. Now McLeod drive the ball out deep out of defence and right over centre wing. It's bouncing and over the line and out of bounce. Half forward flank outer side of the ground, the end to which McLeod's kicking. Mackenzie in the ruck there. There's a push in the back. It goes to Ryan Harris. He wastes no time, drives the ball up to the full forward area. Oh, there's West Preston guys everywhere there. The umpire rules that Kyle Ewart has been kept out of the contest, and he gets the free kick, and we'll have a shot on goal here. Now this shot will put McLeod in front. Early stages of the game, very late in the first quarter. He likes that, looks good. Umpire likes it, and it's a goal to McLeod. They get their second for the day, and they hit the lead. They go to a 2-goal for a 16-point lead to West Preston on 2 goals, 1-13. Terry, is that a little bit close to the mouth, that there, or is it coming through all right? Okay. So yeah, McLeod in front here. They've done well. I mean, they've gone to attack many times this quarter, and West Preston have taken mark after mark down there. But yeah, McLeod's in front now from the centre bounce. It's Harris again wins the clearance there. Or they get a nice handball out, ends up in defence there. West Preston come through. Bizzotto gets to his teammate who runs through the centre of the ground, but in front, deep in defence there. Is Sievers, gets the ball over to Scooter White, gets the ball out to the man they call Muzza. He gets a handball to O'Brien. He gets a swooping handball to Dave Adams. He gets a left-handed handball back to O'Brien. And O'Brien then runs through the centre and gets the, nice kick by O'Brien up to Lynch, gets it over to Melican. Now Melican's on his favourite left foot, gets the ball up forward where the West Preston guys are under pressure here. It comes down to McLeod guys. They had a chance there, but the handball didn't quite hit the mark. West Preston are able to defend out to the outer wing position, but it's all McLeod there. They pick the ball up. It's whacked at ground level, comes out to little Richard Andrew. He gets a handball, might have been to Melican there. Back to his teammate there, and they get the ball up deep into the defence, and there's the experience. Presti Giacomo takes the saving mark. He switches play over to his teammate Matthew Vasilevsky, deep into defence, gets to his further onto his teammate, but the pass is intercepted by Andrew Murray, and he's a beautiful kick, Murray. He drives up to half forward where it comes into the hands of a little fella, I'm not too sure who, because his number's all smothered in mud. Is that Branley?
57.
That's 57. The man with the muddy number is 57, is it?
Yep.
Branley, who's kicked the goal, and so in the very late stages of the first quarter, McLeod has gone further ahead. They've gone to a 3-goal 4-22 lead to West Preston on 2 goals 1-13.
23 and a half.
20 what?
23 and a half.
You told me we were in time on before, Terry. So I've been informed now we're actually 23 and a half minutes into the first quarter. It's Harris who broke out of the centre bounce there, but it's intercepted by Bizzetto. He gets the ball to Barden. He gets the ball then over to his teammate who drives up over half forward. There's a beautiful punch away there. Looked like it might have been by Nankervis on that occasion. Eventually it came to Rory Scott, back to Melican, to the little fella there in Richard Andrew. Now there's a lead up by Nick Lynch, has taken a nice mark there. Chips the ball just forward of centre to Woodhams. He's a beautiful kick. Woodhams, he drives up to the forward pocket looking for Kyle Ewart, but the ball is punched away by number 41 in Daniel Bizzetto, the big key position defender for West Preston, and it's over the line and out of bounds. Right in the forward pocket here, St John's Road into the ground, thrown back into play there. There's a shove in the back there by Kyle Ewart on his West Preston opponent there, on this occasion Billy Morrison, who takes the resultant free kick. Transverses the ball to the outer side to Barden. They get the ball further on to half back, and then they get it back to Prestigiacomo, who swoops along, beautiful long handball through the middle of the ground to his teammate who dropped the ball, and then he shoveled it back to Prestigiacomo, gets the ball over his teammate, gets the ball up to half forward, looking for the big fella there, and Antonio Rocca. He doesn't take the ball, then it comes back to Antonio Rocca, who does a nice little palm down of the ball in mid-air flight there. Then it's kicked up by West Preston. At ground level. Might have been Nankervis there, is up to the task. He drives it out of the danger position to the outer wing, but it's all West Preston there. They get the ball, they go this way, they go that way, and then they get the ball up to half forward, where there's a mark taken there by, must be Prestigiacomo, is it? It's a big chap. I think it's him. It is. Yeah, you can tell by his kicking gait. He gets the ball up to the true centre half forward position, but there's a nice mark taken in front there by Nankervis. The umpire will have nothing of paying that. Not too sure what happened there. Maybe he didn't hang on to it long enough. Yeah, play's gone on. The umpire's now called for a ball up long in the ruck there. Gives it a bit of a thump, but he doesn't thump it away far enough. There's a snap on goal by West Preston. It's through for one behind. As cameraman Terry tells me, we've just ticked along to the 26-minute mark of the first quarter. Okay, now they bring the ball back into play. McLeod through Hines. They get the ball to Young Story, deep in the back flank position. He chipped the ball over the centre, looking for and finding Ryan Harris. It's a beautiful mark by Ryan Harris and a nice handball. He's looking for young White there. He didn't quite get hold of the ball there. And eventually, they tried to capitalise on the situation there, but were unable to. McLeod, and the ball eventually forced over the line and out of bounds right in front of the pavilion crowd here at De Winton Park. Ball back into play. Can't quite see what's happening there, but eventually, it's West Preston. They do beautifully. Bring the ball out of defence there, and they spot up a running player there coming through half back. It might have been the Irishman, McDougall, and he eventually come to, might have been Barden there, and he spotted up big Antonio Rocca. Now, Antonio Rocca's pointing, and he says, there's the goals down there. Now, I'll just show you boys just how far I can kick this. You watch this. Okay, there's the siren for quarter time. Now, big Rocca, he's 45, 50 metres out from goal. Where he's going to kick it from is probably going to be a good 50 metres. That doesn't worry big Antonio. So Antonio comes in. He says, I'll show you how to kick a goal. And he goes bang. And, the umpire, he didn't have to move. It's straight over his head. It is through for a goal. So, right on the siren, West Preston hit back. And they go to 3-2 trailing, or West Preston on 3-4. 22 points to 20. Quarter time. What's that, Terry? Second quarter? Audio all right, Terry? Okay, here we go. Start of the second quarter. It's Cloud leading 3-4, 22. West Preston 3-2, 20. There's a siren. The ball being thrown in the air. Long in the ruck here. Up the big men go. West Preston win the rucking contest there through, might have been Damien Smith, it was, number 11. And then he comes out of the centre bounce and lets Mackenzie take the next ruck contest, but it's an infringement to Long. He takes the resultant free kick, brings it down to where Scooter White picks up the bouncing ball, chips the ball over, looking for, but not finding Andrew Murray on this occasion. The ball's battled out of his hands and over the line and out of bounds. So McLeod into attack here, early stages, second quarter. McLeod going left of screen, the bowling club end of the ground. West Preston, the Roosters going to the St James Road end of the ground. Okay, there's a quick handball comes up through Melican, comes the Lynch, he snaps for goal. He misses to his near side and it's through for one behind, 1 point to McLeod. West Preston bring the ball back into play. They waste no time. They bring it to the outer side of the ground where they spot up Barden there. Barden spots up a man running loose there down the wing position. Take a nice running mark there. They don't play on this, go back and slowly move it up over the centre wing position. The ball bounces free. Didn't spot the man there. The West Preston kick was a poor one and eventually it just found the boundary line and it's over the line and out of bounce, Grove Road side of the oval. half forward flank for West Preston. West Preston's got the big gun up forward. Antonio Rocca wearing number 43. It's been mostly held so far by Daniel O'Brien from McLeod. So O'Brien's about 6'2" or 3", but geez, Rocca's got a couple of inches on him and 3 or 4 stone. Unfortunately for O'Brien, each week he seems to find himself on a very big man. Last week it was Patrick Fitzgerald, the big man from Montmorency, who'd be 6'7" and about 17 stone. This week it's Antonio Rocca. Okay, ball back into play there. McLeod trying to defend there. Woodhams gets a nice handball out. Umpire says there's interference. McLeod, they play on some beautiful working handball here by McLeod. Eventually ends up in the hands of John Andrew. He drives down and looking for Collioure. He gets a nice handball over to Nicholas Lynch. The ball is bouncing towards goal and has gone through for just the minor score. 1.2 McLeod. West Preston bring the ball back into play. They're looking for Jake Williams. Then at ground level comes to Lynch again. He runs around on his left foot. Oh, he spotted up Andrew Murray. Loose here, all on his own. Now, how could West Preston allow a man to get loose like that? Over the back of the play, Andrew Murray did very well to make himself run into space, give Lynch an option there, and Lynch had no problems just popping it over to him. Now, Murray's marked 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He comes in. It looks, it's a very, he's missed a lot. He'd be very disappointed with that, that lad. And he's missed a lot, and it is out of bounds on the full. So the ball's gone out of bounds deep in the forward pocket for McLeod, the end to which they're kicking, the bowling club end of the ground. And we do notice that the Vice President of the club, Lee Molden's, just wandered over here to help with some commentary today.
Yes.
So we welcome Lee here.
Thanks, Greg.
Lee being picked up on the audio, Terry?
Hopefully.
Yes, he is. So welcome here, Lee.
Thanks, Greg.
McLeod's gone into the at quarter time. They took a very small lead into the first quarter, and they're hanging onto that slender lead. Oh, it comes down forward where big Billy Morrison shoves the McLeod players out of the road, then has a shot for goal, and it's a very errant kick by Billy Morrison there, and it's out on the full. And so McLeod will take the resultant free kick deep in the back pocket. Okay, they chip the ball back into play where they've spotted up, looks like Sean Melican on that occasion. He gets a handball over to Kidd. Kidd chips the ball further along where he's spotted up Jack Bianchin. Jack Bianchin's looking this way, looking that way. He then goes inboard and spots up John Andrew, just backward of the centre of the ground. Andrew's summing up his option. He comes out to the pavilion side wing where he sees Melican. But Melican has been outmarked on that occasion. It was a nice mark to Macheski. They got the ball forward, West Preston, but in the way there was Sievers. He got it over to Scooter White. He got the ball up to the wing position where West Preston guys are in first of all. But Andrew Murray runs in and does very well, intercepts, gets a handball into the middle of the ground, but to no one in particular. It's all West Preston, and through Barden, who gets on his left foot, gets it up over half forward. Big Billy Morrison's going in there hard. McLeod's in hard at ground level. They try and get the ball over to Ryan Harris, and he's all wrapped up there. It's great to see you here, Lee, and getting a bit of a feel of the numbers there today, Lee.
I am. I might just jump in with a few special comments here and then.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll let you do some commentary. You take it from here for Lee, and I'll have a little sip on a Fanta or something. Thanks, Lee.
So West Preston gone out wide here, just outside the half-forward flank. Barden drives it in, looking for the big man in Rocca. Picked up on the ground by Simon Close, who... No, he's kicked a pretty convincing goal there. Puts West Preston out in front by 2 points, with the score being 4-2. Actually, I think 4-2-26 to 3-6-24. McLeod obviously look like they've had a few opportunities here, Greg. I missed the first quarter, but 3 goals, 6 missed opportunities.
Yeah, they did miss a few, but West Preston perhaps could have done better at times also.
So back in the centre now, Long and Smith. Smith gets the ball down. Sean Melican there drives it forward. Looking for Lynch, got the lucky bounce. Handball's over to Andrew. Presty's got it back there. Kicks over out onto the wing here, just on the commentary side of the ground. Handball off there to Matt Vasilevsky, and he has been pinned holding the ball by Ryan Story. Story's got the free kick here. He's going to look for Justin White. He's urging Story for that handball. Ryan Story drives it just outside the half-forward flank there. Lynch goes for the one-handed grab, and he's been awarded a free kick for holding the man. Goes to play on, goes on the right, comes back on the left. He's kicked it just inside the 50 there. Richie Andrew Crumbs taken a bit high. The umpire looks like he's missed that one. Andrew Murray handballs back out to Andrew again. He's got Dave Adams there. No, Adam Woodhams. Woodhams handballs off to Adams. Adams fighting to get the ball out there. Picked up by Joel Kidd, just couldn't get the boots of ball. And Pesse, is it Pesse Macheski or Pecky?
There's two of them.
There is two, 9 and 10.
And Pechi Macheski, we'll just say Macheski, I reckon that'll do.
Oh, that looks good.
Number 9. Oh.
And O'Brien there, just out-muscled by Rocker. O'Brien might bench a bit less than Rocker, but Rocker has faded away in the wind and it's gone through for a behind. So West Preston out to a 3-point lead now as Hayden Sievers drops the ball for Scooter to kick in. Greg.
Yeah, we've got Scooter White to bring the ball back into play. He decides to go straight up the middle of the ground, but he hasn't picked out the mark there. The only man he's picked out is Antonio Rocca. Now, Antonio Rocca will go back and he'll say, I'll show you how to kick a goal, boys. Okay, it might be I might be kicking from 50 metres out, but that won't worry me.
Now,
because I've had a big bowler pasta last night.
Well, I think if this one fades through over the post, I'd be calling it a point. But if we take it back to the 2002 Grand Final, that was definitely a goal.
Okay, Rocker comes in and he just goes
and it looks
bang.
like it does fade a bit.
It fades right through the middle, right over the goalkeeper's head for a goal. And Rocker says, well, that's how you kick a goal, boys. That's how you do it.
And Vasilevsky's just gone off, Greg. James McInerney's coming on here, just going onto the wing in front of us.
Okay, so we're back at the centre bounce here. The umpire's going to throw the ball in the air, long back in the ruck here for McLeod. Not that he's been out of the ruck for long. Ball comes to ground level where West Preston are good enough to drive the ball forward again. Hines was in front there. He couldn't hang on to the ball there. The ball's come to ground level. West Preston player all wrapped up. The umpire says, give it to me, boys, and we'll have a ball up. Ball thrown in the air there. The big men go at it. West Preston's doing very well here, but well tackled by the McLeod guys. John Andrews done well there. Some nice in close handball there by the McLeod guys. Eventually come to Nan Curves. He's gone back inside the John Andrew. He wastes no time going straight down the middle of the ground, and sitting back there is Preston Giacomo. He says, I'll show you how to own the centre half back spot. I'll cover that territory, and he just blocks the hole up nicely. He just chips the ball out to his teammate deep here on the pavilion side, who drives the ball up into the true wing position where the ball comes off Ryan Harris's hands into the hands of Simon Close. He runs around his left foot, drives the ball up over the half forward. Nice handball comes out to Billy Morrison, and he sums up the goals and streams in, and he goes bang, and he's popped it through for another one to West Preston. So West Preston scoot further ahead here after a couple of quick goals there to Antonio Rocco, then Danny Morrison, and they get their 6th for the day, and they go out to 6 goals 3. Make that 6 sixes of 36 and add 3, Greg, and you'll be at 39, leading McLeod on 3 goals 6, 24. And it's back to you there, young Mr. Moulton.
Thanks, Greg.
Mickey's mathematics is a bit out over this.
I think so. We're just to point out, Long and Smith go at it again. Ball comes out there to Murray. Murray's fighting through, but coming through, Ali Fahor. He just clean through the middle. He's picked out Rocker now. That is definitely the way to kick it. If you've got a big man in the forward line, just get it in there to him. If his arms can reach high enough, he will always outmark his opponent. O'Brien Unfortunately, Terry didn't have that bit of extra height in his jeans. Not sure if it's anything you could have done, but... So they actually go out now to a 21-point lead. So I think this, in the space of probably the last 5-10 minutes that I've been here on the commentary, I've brought across some bad luck for the McLeod boys.
Yeah, they've kicked 3 goals in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Is there a bit of a wind out there, Greg, at the moment?
Just a whisper of a wind, nothing much.
Just a bit wispy. Wispy Watson. He was here last year for our businessman's lunch, but Mick Malthouse is actually joining us at our businessman's lunch in a few weeks, Friday the 13th of July.
That's a big name, big name.
Okay, as you can hear there, Manners is told to get back on someone. Trav White gets a handy kick forward, off to Nankervis. He's got Lynch on the lead there inside the 50. Gets punched away by Michael Beatty. Lynch gets it up again. Fakes. Kick smothered. He's going for it again. Looks like Presti. No, it is Dave Adams. Picked up the ball coming through. And that is, a very, very good behind. The crowd behind the goals there did get excited for a moment. Unfortunately faded.
13-minute mark.
But there we go, 13 minutes into this second quarter. West Preston by 21 points. Ryan Harris up against, it is James McInerney there. Ryan Harris again, he loves this in and under stuff. Handball out to Sievers to Johnny Andrew, kicks it forward. He's got Kyle Hewitt one-on-one there. Can he out-body him? Oh, that's Brannelly, gives the hands off to Adams again. Who's kicked it right across the face. It's still in play. West Preston got a couple of numbers here. Handball's back in board. Wouldn't mind seeing some numbers here. Spootsa, and he kicks it off there to Chris Barden. So right in front of the central commentary position here. Umpire's told him he's off, Chris. Just chips it over here. Will it be long enough? That's off to Ali Fahor. Kicks it forward. He's got Rocker and O'Brien. Well punched away there by O'Brien. Picked up on the run there by, Brendan Nannery. That is very similar to Nankervis. Billy Machevsky ducked into that there, and it looks like Billy Demevsky. They are very two similar names there, Demevsky and Machevsky. Or is it, sorry, my eyes might be playing tricks on me. That could be Andrew Murray on there, but Billy, it is Andrew Murray. Billy Machevsky is going to line up probably from about 15 metres out. We're talking about an 80-degree angle. Straight kick. Umpire has not moved. He puts the 2 hands up, given the all clear. West Preston, they are now going out to 8 goals, 3, 51 to McLeod's 3, 7, 25. Look to have a bit of a run in play here, Greg.
Well, they're doing very well here. I mean, McLeod had a couple of chances up there, but were unable to convert, and West Preston just repelled the ball beautifully. Held defence. And
Melican's just come back on too, for those interested. Andrew off to Story back to Johnny Andrew, off to his younger brother Richie. Richie kicks it forward. Brannelly has just been caught out of position there. It is Adam McKenzie's got the ball, handballed off to Billy Morrison to Barden. Barden's looking for the switch now. And he has switched it right into Chris Long's hands. The McLeod ruckman kicks it to centre half forward. He's got Dave Adams out on his own. Can the bounce go his way? No, it's Michael Beatty misses it. Dave Adams dives over the ball, falls over. Nankervis handballs off to Scott. Scott caught and gives up the ball to Lazar. Lazar chips it over onto the wing, but it's taken there on the far side by
Billy
Joel Kidd. Well, it was Billy Demevsky. There we go. And who's that? That is, looks like my boy Nankervis there with the ball. So he kicks it forward. He's got spotted up Lynch on the lead. That's a fantastic kick to position. He's given Hewitt the space to run into. Adam Woodhams there picks up the ball. Handballs back to Joel Kidd. Joel Kidd. This is looking very, very promising. But Presti, the last line of defence in the Porter Hand of God position, kicks it out to Michael Bately, Greg.
Yeah, he does. Presti Giacomo, just so experienced. He knows exactly where to stand, doesn't he? Okay. It's in the middle of the ground there. John Andrew in first of all. Oh, they're into his back here, but the umpire will have nothing. I've given him a free kick and says, give it to me, boys, and we'll throw it in the air. Gee, we've seen the experienced blokes step up, haven't we? Presta Giacomo, Rocker there, Billy Morrison, you know. They're big and they're powerful, aren't they? They know where to go, you know.
They've had the experience at that higher level and definitely show strong leadership.
There's Morrison now as they go into attack. Oh, it's Morrison. Oh, big rocker. He just couldn't. Perhaps he had too much pasta last night on that occasion. He just couldn't quite get there. You know?
Now I have been away for the last month, but I believe that this scoreline might have been not too dissimilar to when McLeod played Greensborough. Can we see another unbelievable comeback?
Well, we'd love to see an unbelievable comeback. I just want to see a comeback at this stage, I think. Yeah, let's see if we can keep within touch of them as we go to the half-time break, which is probably still
probably looking at about 20 minutes
10, 15 minutes. Yeah, we're halfway through the second quarter. It's West Preston exactly doubled McLeod's score. They're leading 50 points to 25. And it's deep into attack for West Preston. O'Brien under the hammer there. Oh, West Preston run in. They kick the easiest of goals through number 14.
Noel McDonough.
Yeah,
well crumbed there. It just fell into his hands.
Yeah, the Noel McDonald, or whatever, from all the way from, sounds like Dublin or somewhere, or Cork or Kerry or somewhere over there. Yeah, so it's another goal of West Preston. They go out to 9-3, make that 57. We're just waiting for the scoreboard to get itself right. The scoreboard attendance now is just working on the maths, but it's still not quite gelling, I don't think. But anyway, whatever. It's West Preston with a huge lead at this stage. We're out over 5 goals now at this stage. Oh, McLeod battling strong here through Nankervis. He scrambles the ball out of the centre, square up to half forward. Oh, but it's a beautiful diving flying mark there to West Preston. They've taken out his teammate, but he doesn't care. He takes the mark and he drives the ball back over centre, up to centre half forward. Oh, there's an uncontested mark there to West Preston for Simon Close. He's a left footer.
No one wanted to get close to him.
Right foot, looking for Billy Morrison, but it's just bounced in front of him and over the line and out of bounds. Okay, ball being thrown back into play now. Comes down to Long. He gets a nice handball out to Malikan. Malikan drives it up over the centre wing there. In the front there, it's all West Preston through number 24, who's done very well. I think it might have been Mackenzie.
Mackenzie is spot on.
So Mackenzie gets it down.
White flies, that's
comes the ground level.
into.
Number 14 runs in and says, I'll have another snap on goal there. The Irish eyes are smiling. He's just gone bang and I'll have another one. And Niall McDowell. I don't know how we step.
Niall,
you say Niall.
Niall, it is. Niall, that's a good Irish name, Niall.
Yeah, good Irish name. Way back, I've got some Irish ancestors, I think.
1950 going.
What's that?
1950 going.
Okay, we're gone 19 minutes and 50 seconds into the second quarter, and West Preston have just blown this game apart in this second quarter. McLeod had the narrowest of leads in the at the quarter time, but West Preston has done very well this quarter. McLeod go forward, but on the way there was Presta Giacomo. He couldn't hold on to the ball on this occasion, but his teammates able to defend to the outer side, and it's bouncing over towards the Grove Road boundary line. The players just get there in time.
That's ground level over there.
Perhaps some interference there to McLeod, and there is, and they get the resultant free kick.
No,
they get it
Kidd.
up to Jack Bianchin. Was Kidd over to Bianchin to Johnny Andrew in the middle of the ground. He gets the ball over to the running O'Brien, who gets the ball across the Story. He just tumbles a punt up to the centre forward position where at ground level was McKenna, who got the ball out to his teammate there. Gets it to Mackenzie. Mackenzie swoops a handball out to one of the Macheski brothers over to Billy Morrison, or it was Ali Fahu? No, Macheski got it over to Billy Morrison. They get it up to half forward, and Billy Damaneski's running in after the ball, but he's against 3 West Preston guys. There's the Irishman in there, McDougall again. He's all wrapped up. The umpire says, "Give it to me, boys." Oh, I'm running out of breath, Lee. It's back to you.
Don't forget to breathe. There, we're into time on now. Ball's thrown up just outside the West Preston bench. Tapped down by Rocker, John Andrew, and the younger of the Macheski brothers. I'm just going to make that call. He's Had a bit of a tussle and the umpire said it's mine and he throws it up again. So O'Brien and Rocker gets it down to Ali Fahor as he handballed it out to James McInerney. There's a McLeod player down there. He's wearing the skins. Has not gotten up. But it looks like White has got the free kick right deep in the back pocket. Just chips it over to Joel Kidd. Kidd looking for some options. Looks like is that Ryan Harris down there? They've switched. They've gone off to O'Brien. O'Brien looks towards the wing. He had a Dave Adams leading, but has just picked out the West Preston player, and he's chipped it back in there to Jake Williams. Jake Williams kicks it out to the far pocket there in front of the Arcad sign, and is that Billy Morrison again? No, it is Damien Smith. So he's right on the 40 arc. Here, this is probably potentially could put them 44 points in front, and it's gone through for a behind. So the score out now 10-4-64 to McLeod, 3-7-25. West Preston are leading by 39 points. White chips it back in. He's got Kidd. Just goes over the top to Bianchin, sitting inside their defensive 40 arc. Got Andrew on the lead. He runs into some space. Andrew kicks towards the McLeod coach's box. Prestigiacomo has taken a mark that somehow just fell into his lap. Kicks it back there towards number 51, the unnamed player on the team sheet there, but it's not Fitzy because he plays for us. Ben Peters.
Ben Peters there.
He's handballed it off, gets it forward. O'Brien and Rocker. O'Brien's been paid the mark. Rocker is asking, surely not, I got my hands on that. O'Brien hands balls off to Andrew of the John variety. He switched it right across to Justin White. Handballs back in there to Bianchin. This kid has been an excitement machine this year. He's quick, he's fast, he's explosive. He's given it off to Ryan Harris, fresh up from that knock in the defensive 40 there. Just broken through the tackle there. And he's kicked it off to Luke Cotchett. Cotchett dummies, kicks it back in. Rocker and O'Brien. O'Brien looks to have won the contest. Rocker has just walked off there. Johnny Andrew kicks it over to Adam Woodhams. Adam Woodhams handballs back to Joel Kidd. He's given it back over his head. A bit of give, get, go. Woodhams has got Adams on now, and just a bit of fumbles there from the McLeod boys. Finally get it forward into space, but dropping into the hole was that West Preston player of the Sean Gannon variety. Lynch got through the ball, kicked it off to Hewitt. Hewitt there dropped the mark, and a big cry for holding the ball. The umpire says, no, it's mine. I'll ball it up 20 metres out from the McLeod goal. Kicking to the bowling club end here. 25-minute mark we just heard there. Terry say West Preston get a clearing kick out, but it's fallen straight into the arms of Joel Kidd. Joel Kidd on the far wing there. Creekside has kicked it across to Justin White, trying to outwit his player, his opponent, but it's fallen into the arms of Chris Barton. He's kicked it there to the far wing. That is, I'm having trouble seeing some of these numbers of these West Preston players. No, that is Hayden Sievers. He's just kicked it forward. Bit of kick to kick at the moment. West Preston drive it forward through Jake Williams, it looks like again, and that mark, Ali Fahor, on the siren, has the umpires running back to the ground there, running back to the goal square, I should say. Is he being given a 50-metre penalty? So West Preston with that goal go to 11-4-70 to McLeod, 3-7-25. They have gone out to a 45-point lead at half time.